In today's video, we are making the most delicious, delectable cookie dough layer bars, no bake, totally vegan, sugar-free, oil-free, the healthy version. You and your family are going to die over these. I actually recipe tested these when my boyfriend was away for work and he saw me editing the reel. Let's just say I will be making them again this weekend. If you're new here, hello, my name is Healthy Emmie. I'm a nutritionist, a weight loss specialist, and the creator of the Slim on Starch program, where you work with me as well as a mindset coach and a nutrition coach to lose weight on a plant-based diet. If you want to do that, click the link in the down bar. At the time of posting this video, I am currently having a Black Friday sale on all of my recipe ebooks. You can use the code Black Friday and get 30% off. My father is a very wise man. You've seen him on the channel and he has taught me a lot. And something that he taught me is if you can't move forward, move sideways. I know that many people struggle with a quote unquote sweet tooth, which, by the way, we're supposed to have as humans. We're supposed to have a natural affinity to like sweet foods and to like carbohydrates because it's our body's preferred source of fuel. Unfortunately, we live in a world where there is highly processed, hyper palatable, loaded with sugar, loaded with oil, loaded with animal products, junk foods on the market that they definitely scratch the itch for that sweet tooth, but they have many side effects that don't leave us feeling so well in the short term or in the long term. This is why I love developing recipes like these that are healthier versions of the foods that don't make us feel good and that don't bode for us well in the long term. So by incorporating these foods instead, and instead of restrict on the quote unquote bad foods, asking yourself, how can I use my sweet tooth to my advantage to make healthier versions of the foods that I used to indulge in, so that I can stay on the straight and narrow in the long term. And the majority of my diet can be whole, real plant foods with some of these healthy treats here and there so that I'm enjoying these as opposed to trying to be super perfect on my whole food plant-based diet and then binging out on the Snickers bar. By incorporating recipes like these into your world and into your routine, you make it so that you get the best of both worlds. You're able to build a life of longevity and terrific health on whole plant foods and intentionally have some of these more fun foods, these foods that are more delectable and more rich, because these contribute to the longevity of your lifestyle.
We're going to start out with 1 packed cup of soft medjool dates that have been pitted, rest them in some hot water, and blend them into a paste. Now we're adding 4.5 tablespoons of maple syrup. Now we're going to add in 1/4 cup of smooth nut butter. If you have a nut allergy, then you can use sun butter. 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. We'll go ahead and mix all of this together. Then we're going to add 2 3/4 cups of rolled oats. A 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. I like the Hue brand chocolate chips. They actually have some that are just made from dates and don't have any sugar added to them, which is awesome. Then we're going to press all of this into either a loaf tin that's been lined with parchment paper or a silicone loaf. And we're going to refrigerate this for 1 hour. After an hour, go ahead and melt a half a cup of chocolate chips and pour that on top. Then we're going to sprinkle some sea salt and some shredded coconut on top. This is optional. If you don't want to add the salt and you don't like coconut, you don't have to. We're going to let it cool for a few minutes, and then we're going to put it in the fridge for another few hours until the chocolate has set. After the chocolate sets, you can go ahead, cut them up, and enjoy.
If you like this recipe, you will love my healthy desserts cookbook. The chocolate cake in there, forget about it. Forget about it. If I had $1 for every time somebody asked me to make that recipe, and do not tell people that it's made with sweet potato. They'll die. The chickpea blondies in there, forget about it. That's enough babbling. Use Black Friday for 30% off, and let's hop into the recipe. If you enjoyed this video, then you will love the next one that comes up on the screen. Don't forget to check out my recipe ebooks. I love you, honeys, and I'll see you in my next video.